Hello guys, yeah, so I'm back with another video, and today in this session, we will try to create a simple ChatGPT application. Like you must have used the ChatGPT, right? Nowadays, you will be using it. So we'll try to create a simple ChatGPT like application using the Spring Boot web application, like how you can create a simple chat gpt, or how you can integrate, if I say in the simpler terms, like how you can integrate the open api or Ollama models in your Spring Boot application, so that it can give you, once you give the prompt, so it should return you the response as chat gpt returns it. Okay, so how we will do it? So in for that, you will be using your own apis using the Spring Boot starter web. You will be sending the prompt to this generative ai model, and that will give you the response there. And that, for that response, you can like there are multiple use cases. If you want, you can store that responses into the chat history, like for example in chat gpt, when you have logged in, so and when you try to do any searches, and in the login, in the logged user, that those chat history has been stored into that one. And again, if you try to do any search, again, suppose you log in, so you can see the old chats also in on the left hand side. So that simple, that similar way also we will try to do. But today what we will try to do, we will create a simple web application, a simple get api, which calls this generative ai model. And this generative ai model will give the response based on your prompt what you have passed from this api, and that response will be returning back to the end user. So that is the main motive of it. And apart from this, like the tools wise, what I will say, you should have one IntelliJ or Eclipse ide installed for this application. And apart from this, that if you are able to use the paid model, so as open api is a paid model, so for that you need to pay for it. Like minimum charges are there, that you pay around $5 for using that. And then you can wait. So this is the open api platform. And once you go here, so they have this api keys. So you need to create a new secret key, and that particular secret key you need to keep in your Spring Boot web application. Then only you can access this open api through that. Like your Spring Boot application will be able to connect this open api. And this is much faster as compared to Ollama model, which we'll be using today. Ollama model, as Ollama models are free, and the main advantage is that Ollama models needs to be get installed in your system. Then Ollama model works or connect with their servers. But there are some disadvantages also as compared to open api. Ollama models are sometimes slow in giving the response, and they are the huge models which are getting installed locally in your system, and they are connecting with their servers. So sometimes it is having 2 GB or 4 GB or 5 GB of size is there. So proper cpu usage and proper system requirements are required. A minimum of 8 GB is required for the storage, but still it works slow. I'm having all the system requirement, but still it is not working. It is sometimes it works very slow. So if you are ready to pay here, so you can do the billing here. And once you have done the billing, there is a settings section. If you go, okay, you need to create the account once you log in. So here you need to pay the payment details, and then once you have paid it, then you can use this open api if you want to use. Otherwise you can go with the Ollama model, which I am trying to cover today. Okay, so firstly what we will do here, we will create a simple Spring Boot web application. For creating it, you will using the Spring initializer. One way is there, or second way is there, that using the IntelliJ ide, you can add this as you can create your own Spring Boot web application by adding the dependency which are required there. Okay, so let's get quickly started. And before that, like if you guys if you found my content useful, so please like and hype the button of the, or hype, create the hype for this video. Okay, so let's get started. So by default it is selected Java Maven 404. I have given the name as generative AI example, and version I have selected Java 17. And major two dependencies for this session as of now, it is required that we are creating a simple web application. So Spring Web is required, and Ollama ai dependency is required, because we are really using the Ollama models. And this jp and s2 database I have kept for the second session, like where we will be storing the chat history also. And later on, if you guys proper support me, if you give the hype and give me the proper comments and get more likes on this video, so I will create one more session where I will try to implement the security part also in this using jwt. Like many of the subscribers have commented out in my past videos that they need a session on the jwt in the detail wise. So that I will try to cover here only. So this thing is there. Okay, so major dependencies, if you want, you can add as of now like Spring Web and Ollama model. Okay, and once you have done, you can click on generate and you will get a zip file. And once you unzip and in any id, so suppose I am using the IntelliJ, as IntelliJ ids are much faster. And IntelliJ's ids is, there is a major advantage nowadays that from this year they have started giving the AI models also, you can integrate it. This is a free 30-day trial available and you can use it. And so that's why I always try to prefer IntelliJ over the other IDs. Okay, so in Spring Boot, this is the main application we have created. Now what we will do, and we have the pom.xml also created. If you see here, Ollama dependency is there and web application starter is there. These two dependencies are major required for this session. Okay, and once these are done, what we will do, we will try to create or run the application first, and let's see what it's happening. Okay, so as of now it's get started, but it won't work because there are if you try to give any prompt here for the Ollama or something like that, so it won't work because that particular configurations are not being done here. Okay, now quickly what we'll be doing, it we'll be creating two packages. As I mentioned, it will be a simple get API which will be sending which will through which you will be sending the prompt, and that prompt will be passing to that Ollama model API, and that Ollama model API will give us the response. So we will create two packages first here only. One is controller and the other one is service layer. Yeah guys, so where I was, so basically we will be creating two packages. One is controller and other one is service. Okay, service layer, exactly. So these two things are done, and now we will create one controller class here. So that will be the Java class, and we can give the name as AI controller, suppose for example, and that will be the at the address controller. You know why we are keeping here the REST controller if you have watched my previous video, because if later on suppose we uses the post mapping, so we do not need to annotate explicitly at the response body. So that's why we always try to use at the REST controller, because if we are sure that we will be creating something or we will be using the other HTTP methods apart from the get one, so we go with the at the REST controller. Okay, now what else we will be using, we will be giving a common path. So for that we have the request mapping, and suppose slash API and slash AI is there. Okay, for example. And now what else we will be doing it, we will be creating one get API. So for get API, that API will be returning the string message. So you can just write a simple method, public string, and suppose you chat, and apart from this you give that particular prompt as a request param. You can give the what we can at the rate path variable also at, because this prompt will be mandatory, but here we are using at the request param. Okay, and now what we'll be doing it, we'll be creating one service layer so that we can easily call here, and that service layer we can have the name as AI service, like this. And this service layer controller I have kept like this. Like this service layer we will be using at service. Now you are aware why we are using at service, because it tells the architecture wise that it contains the business logic. We can use at component also here, but at service is the architecture wise it is better. So that's why we use this, because it tells the business logic. If later on any other developer or a good code quality which I share, and here what we'll be doing it, we'll be using the open API, like we have the REST template, web client, fain client for calling the APIs, right? So in the open API or in the Spring AI, we have that chat client is there. Okay, if I say the name correctly. Okay, so we have the name chat client, and that will be that you need to create a path, or basically you need to call it similar way, or like you call using the REST template, but here you don't need to give the path here. That path you will be giving in the application properties file, or the URL, if I say, because in REST template we provide the URLs also, right? So this we have created. Now it is asking for the constructor, so create a constructor injection. Okay, this is there, but here there is a one more thing is there, that instead of this directly injecting it, we will be using the builder pattern, so that it should be built here in also in the constructor, and directly we can use it that particular chat client, so that it calls that particular URL. So here we will be using the builder design pattern. So for that there is dot builder is there. Okay, and this dot chat client, instead of, we will be doing builder dot build. Okay, this is done. Now what we will be doing it, we will be creating one string method which takes or which returns the output as a string. Okay, and it also it names as chat only. String prompt we will be passing from the controller layer. Okay, then we will be calling return chat, what happened, chat client dot prompt is there, and in prompt only we will be passing that message. Okay, and dot call, this will call that particular URL, and that URL will be defined in the application dot properties of the Ollama model. Okay, and dot content. So this is done, this service code logic is being done here.